Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel. You Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, and the foreign Israelites that look like the other nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. I want to give all praises to Barak, Rawchaa. Rawchaa. Got to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Name of the Heavenly Father, where everybody ignorantly calls God. His true name in the ancient Hebrew, which is Qadash. His true name is Yahawah. Bahasham means in the name of. Yahawashi is the Holy One of Israel. Everybody ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. You know, who was standing at the foundation of the earth for the salvation of the elect of Israel. Then you got 2/3 of the wicked Israelites that were scattered across Babylon the Great. Just give me a sec. Give me a sec. I got to make sure I can hear myself before I continue. So bear with me. Need to do a sound test. It's going to take just a moment. I want to do a whole lesson and then got to redo it because I can't hear my voice. My notebook. 1 second. All right. Loading up. I'm going to check to make sure I can hear myself. And then we'll continue. Bear with me. You know, Salakia for having to double check. Because I did, you know, my video in a different area. And, you know, sounds better. Ooh, I ain't even seen that. Look at that. That looks... I've never seen that AI right there. That was different. I haven't seen that one yet. This AI is getting legit. The brothers ain't playing, man. The brothers, I don't know how they finding this stuff. Whew, it's heavy, man. Give me 1 second. Just bear with me. I want to make sure I can hear my own self. It's loading. Hold on. Look at that. That looks okay. Okay. I can hear myself. So like I said, you got 2/3 of the wicked Israelites that are scattered across America, Babylon the Great. And then you got the other wicked Israelites that are scattered across the four corners of the earth that will come back to the loins of the elect after the destruction of Qadash. It's the Holy Spirit that's been bestowed upon the men that the Heavenly Father gave to his only begotten Son out of the world to complete his work. So we always want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone. Let us all to this truth. We're ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are part of the elect, to the hopeful elect. Lord, wouldn't we part of that number? Lord, wouldn't this be able to find those who fear in the name of the Lord, striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities? His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah 3:5. It is not slack. 2 Peter 3:9. Unto a ring. 2 Peter chapter 5, verse 42. Shalom, all you sincere believers out there. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. And we're going to get into a lesson, kind of going into some things that, you know, Lord put the Spirit on me to go into. And the title is, Just Know the men of the Lord are improving every day. We take a day at a time, and as the days go by, we increase in knowledge and we decrease in I want to say the right way to say it. We decrease in our own self-gain, but we increase in the knowledge of Yahawah, Bahasham, and Rawchaa. And I want to just go over some words that helped me grow in this truth tonight. And, because we are daily studiers, very intrigued about the law of Yahawah, Bahasham, and Rawchaa. And we're flowing in the spirit at all times. Us brothers, so much that every video can't be watched. You kind of just, the Lord's going to take you where you're supposed to go. He's going to take you to where you're around one of us who gives you what you're looking for, and it's definitely a very important lesson that we're about to do concerning certain things. We're always studying. We're always going into many scriptures that we've went into, but we're learning more as we go along. That's what the elders and apostles, they've instilled us this ability to search more into the scriptures. So we're going to go into, it says Yahawashi comforts his disciples. Okay, we went into this before, but there's a couple things that I want to go into that I haven't went into concerning certain words that I've been studying lately. So Yahawashi comforts his disciples. John chapter 14, verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled, talking about your mind, right? Because your mind is what is your spirit, your inner will. That's what it means by your heart. Ye believe in the Most High. Believe also in me. Right? Verse 2. In my Father's house are many mansions. If we're not so, I would have told you, I go prepare a place for you. Right? And we've looked at that word mansions. It basically means the Rawchaa Qadash that's in us. That's a dwelling place for the Lord. And he controls the universe. He has the access to the rest of things that we cannot see. But we're going to go into this word, prepare, right? In the Greek, because it's in the New Testament. So in the New Testament, anytime you're dealing with the New Testament, it's going into the Greek, okay?
Strong's G 2090, hetoimazo.
Hetoimazo, okay? That means prepare. Hetoimazo. That's what he was saying in the Greek to us, like when he was talking to us, if we, because Bible talks about reincarnation, he said, I'll put you in remembrance. So that time when he came back on the earth and he came back after he was crucified, he came back and he was talking to us in the Greek, because most of us had Greek customs. Most of us had, that's why now today we're telling you it in the English, because that's the customs that most of us are in, So in that time, most of us was talking Greek because why? Because we was in the Roman captivity. We was under Rome. So they a lot of them were talking Greek. A lot of them had those customs. So, the Lord was, in a way, he was probably talking to us in the Greek. Maybe he was teaching us the Hebrew too, showing us a little bit of that, just like today, But our people have lost sight of our own customs, and that's okay. You know, in the day when it's time for you to have a longing for our customs as an Israelite, it'll come. So we're just going to be patient and wait until that happens. Shalom Malak, Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Shalom. Ashma the Ruminite, 1 more 44. Shalom. It says to make ready, to prepare. Okay, so he prepared certain things for his men to make necessary preparations, get everything ready. That's so people. A lot of people think that after the Lord ascended into the heavens, he wasn't putting in any work. He definitely was. He's putting in work for the ones that he loves the most. That's those 144,000. He's making sure that because like you have a brother. It's like, I'm coming down into your town. I need some help. What did the brothers start doing? We start preparing. We start getting stuff ready to when that brother comes. We show them a great welcome, or a warm welcome of like, welcome to this camp, you know, in honor. That's how Yahawashi is doing us. He called us his friends. That's why we do that for. If a brother says, I some crazy stuff happened, I got to come down there, or the apostles decree, hey, y'all need to take care of this brother. We're going to prepare. That's what Yahawashi did. He prepared for the elect, and Lord willing, we are that number who he prepared for. You know, and as you come more in the truth, you know, I'm you know, just being honest. You know, I came into this truth, you know, in a rough way, but the more you come into it and the more you study, the more peace you have. And tonight gave me a lot of peace studying a little bit, you know. I've been studying a lot more, so it's bringing me a lot more peace. It says to make necessary preparations, get everything ready, metaphorically, drawn from the Oriental custom of sending on before kings before their journeys, persons to level the roads and to make them passable. When we talked about the Lord carved a road that was not it wasn't a road that was there. The Lord had to prepare that. He had to make that passable for the elect. Okay, and he had to do certain things to lay that foundation. He had to be crucified. He had to be you know, paved. Like his blood literally made the road. It says to prepare the minds of men. See, that's what he went to make. When he laid that road, he prepared the minds of certain men to give the Messiah, talking about him, Yahawashi, a fit reception and secure his blessings. So it's very important. The prophets are very important. You know, you know, he set up those men to make a fit reception for the elect. That's why you really have to really give reverence to your elders and apostles, man. Okay? That road was laid for them to complete the road. And I want to look up that word reception just to add on. I only got like 5-6 scriptures, but we're going to go into some words. So it might still end up being an hour. Who knows? To the word reception.
Reception.
An action or process of receiving something sent, given, or inflicted. And we know that the men, we've been inflicted to a great extent. And it's a process to be received by Yahawah, Yahawashi. It's a process. You know, this is a reception. So when you're someone who's an affiliate camp possibly coming into the fold, That's part of the reception. And it's a very graceful thing that we're dwelling in that, and it's just prepare, provide, make ready. So that's why I said, like, how you treat your brothers is how you treat your Yahawashi. When a brother comes down, you prepare for them. You make sure that, like, like, hey, man, someone who loves Yahawah, Yahawashi is coming. We got to make sure that, you know, they feel like they're mightier than David, because it said the feeble of us in that day will be mightier than David. Now, I want to look up the root word. Okay. To this word place. Okay. In the Greek. Or is this will be in the Assyrian Hebrew?
Strong's G 2092. Hetoimos.
Hetoimos. This is the Greek too. Prepare, ready, of things ready at hand, opportune, seasonable. The Lord said in Ecclesiasticus, he said mercy is seasonable. So this is the season of the Lord preparing the way for his men. This is the season that we're in. We're finally got here, brothers. We finally got here where, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is making ready for that way where we are exalted with him forever. And knowing that, it's like, what are we worried about? Like, what can we be mad about? We made it here, Prepare, ready, of things ready at hand, opportune, seasonable, of persons ready, prepared to do something, to receive one coming. The Lord is about to receive his men. He's preparing for us. That's why I said that, I don't want to butcher it. I want to read exactly what it says. This is Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. This is how we know that we're good, brothers. We're good. Said in the Old Testament and the New Testament, he's been preparing a long time to meet us with grace and love, even if we do get our head chopped off, even if a lot of people persecute us. When we see Yahawah, Yahawashi, for our honor that we have for him, he's going to have this for us. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord. He was talking about he was going to prepare a place for us in the New Testament. If we're of those men, Lord willing, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. And I really want to look at that word expected, but I don't want to do that because it's going to go too much deep into it. It says, adjusted, be ready. The Lord, that's why he called us his friends. He adjusted for us and we didn't even deserve salvation. So what you're doing, Jake, when you're doing these videos, when you're doing this work for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, he notices it. That's all I'm saying. He notices it, He really notices our efforts to show that we are acknowledging that he's preparing for us to meet with him at this table, this tabernacle, to meet with him, So prepare a place, right? I'm going to look at this word place. Okay.
Strong's G 5117. Tapas.
It says place, room, quarter, license. Down here, it says it is on earth and is in heaven. They're down here. They have the mark of the beast, right? They have their license. You got to have a digital license. Over there, we're gonna have a license too. We're gonna have the the exemption from judgment. That mark. We're gonna have the one that gives us a license of immortality. Coast, where, plain, rock, and then it says place, any portion of space marked off. So if you're one of these brothers, these 144,000 elect men, you got some of the men in the honorable multitude who were very valiant and looked out for those men, those 144,000 men. They're going to have a place marked off as well, as it were from surrounding space. So everything's going to revolve around us, brothers. Everything's going to revolve around us. You know, it's a great feeling to feel doing these lessons. An inhabited place, a city, a village, district. We're going to have our own districts. A place, passage. And then it says what? In a book. And this is how we know that these Amalekites, these small hats, they're not looking in this book, man. They're not going to get a district, man. They're not going to get they're not going to get it, man. Metaphorically, the condition or station held by one in any company or assembly, which is talking about this brotherhood. Opportunity, power, occasion for acting. Okay, a spot, but limited by occupancy. See, there's a limitation. Only 144,000 men is going to get in there to have this type of thing. But you're going to have, like I said, the honorable multitude. They're going to have their villages and districts, but it won't be like the 144,000 men. You're one of them men that was chosen. Hey, man, you got everything. And just like Apostle Barak said, he said, I mean everything. So it says a large participle, localicity, a location, as a position, home, tract, etc. So like I said in the New Testament, certain brothers have certain gifts. You have certain brothers who have different administrations. This is literally going to be like that, showing where they're going to be in the kingdom. That's going to be their dwelling in the kingdom, the same thing that they're doing here. That's why it's very vital to serve this brotherhood. Figuratively, condition, opportunity, especially a scrabbered coast, license, place, plane, quarter, rock, room. It's going to be the best hotel you ever had, Jake. If you're one of those 144,000, it's going to be the best hotel you've ever had. I want to look this up, scrabbered. Never heard that word before.
Scabbard.
Scabbard. A sheath for the blade of a sword or dagger, typically made of leather or metal. That means that your shit is going to be pristine, baby. It's going to be pristine. Like that's so interesting that they said that. What's the word? The word that came out of literally the word place.
Strong's G 5117. Tapas.
That something that specific came out of that word. A place that's going to be forged through the war of Yahawah, Yahawashi, for you to have that habitation, man. This is such a beautiful book, man. This is the most beautiful book that has been crafted by, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, because he crafts all the books. This is the most beautiful book that you can ever have the gift, the faith that he has given to us. When you look in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8, this is the blessing. This is the best blessing we could have ever had. that he gave to us through our captivity. This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 8. And it reads, the beast that thou sawest was and is not. That's talking about America, Babylon the Great. The beast is talking about NATO and EU. So it's saying when it says that thou sawest was and is not, it's because a lot of people don't think that exists, but it is. And shall ascend out of the bottomless pit. When that's talking about when Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, came out of the caves. That's why they call themselves, when you got to get a job, it says, are you Caucasian? Caucasian means cave dweller. That's the bottomless pit, the caves, Mount Seir, Caucasus Mountains. And those are two different type of mountains, but we're just showing you that those are the two main ones that we go into to show you that this is these people who came out of this pit, okay, to do what? To bring in a renaissance, which is a rebirth of Esau, even the so-called white man. They came in and they made all the faces, so-called white people in the Bible. They did all those things, which is called iconoclasm, okay? These are things that you can look up, terms that you can look up in Google. Okay, so it's not like we're just saying some stuff that is imaginary. These are facts and scriptural at the same time. That's how we know the Bible exists. So, and is not and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit. We just talked about it, and go into perdition, which means that they're going to get destroyed. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, right? Dwell on the earth shall wonder, right? What does that word wonder mean? Hey, man, men of the Lord, hey, just know we're studying every day. We're trying to figure out more about Yahawashi. This is how we know why you Israelites out there, you brothers and sisters, when you walk around, certain people will stand and look at you in awe and shit, even though you're at the lowest point of your life. They look at you in awe, and you can feel it in your spirit. You look at them like, why are they looking at me like that? Because of this scripture. Okay?
Strong's G 2296,
Thalmazo. Right? That's how you say wonder. Thalmazo in the Greek. It says to wonder at, marvel, to be wonder at, to be had in admiration. And that's what the Lord's doing right now. He's got these other nations looking at us in admiration because all throughout thousands and thousands and thousands of years, we have died in the faith. So they thought that we were a game. They thought that when we died, it was something to be grievous. But since we died in the faith, we got here. We made it. We made it to the very end where the Lord said, I'm going to give you the Rawchaa Qadash, and I'm going to give you this word, and everybody around you is going to marvel at it. Everybody's going to be like, damn, you really know Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Like, there's not really words to explain that. And they are wondering, Jake. They are wondering. They are at admiration. They can't believe the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans are explaining this book in a way that they have never heard. Especially in this time that they thought we would know nothing because they made a coalition hundreds of years ago to make sure that they made so many miracles, Jake wouldn't understand it. And they got 2/3 of our people and other wicked Israelites to go with it. But they're so confused why there's a remnant. And they're not confused at the same time because when they raided Israel, they read the scrolls. It said thou art made wiser than Daniel. He talked about that, about Esau, Edom. So that means that if he changed the scriptures into his language, that means that he's examined every one of them. That's why they said we got to make sure we come up with a conspiracy so these people don't know what this means. Okay? And they're terrified that we know now. And we're teaching them. They think that Isaiah 2 verse 1-4 is like going to be in the kingdom. That's happening right now. You got certain people who are already like, let's like that. Let us go to the house of Jacob, let us go up there. How do you think they're getting there? They're coming to the camps. They're pulling up to the camps. They're wanting to be like us. It's already happening. That didn't need to be in the kingdom. That's just going to be, that's going to be for everybody. But right now, you even got small groups of people coming up to the camps like, we got to be like the house of Jacob when we're at our worst. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's already happening, and it's going to get to the point to where it concludes to an ending to where those people, like, you know, that's how they're going to be in the kingdom. You know, that's how they're going to be. You know, but ultimately, like, you know, that scripture means like in the kingdom, they're going to come up and we're going to rebuke them, and they're going to beat their plowshares or the swords and the plowshares, and they're going to go into slavery. But right now, you even got a lot of people doing that already. Okay. They're already trying to seek our ways. You know, that's why it said that, right here. You know, that's why they're doing this right now. Okay. This is them trying to seek to get into the tabernacle before it. Okay. Just to prove it. This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 19. Oh Lord, this is prove it. They're already trying to get in here. This is why I said many shall seek to enter in and shall not enter. They're already trying to get in here. Jake and the other nations. That's why you see them doing a lot of different religions and stuff. Okay. They're doing that because they're trying to get into the tabernacle. Okay. That's what it means. They're trying to get in. You know, that's what they're trying to do. Like in the spirit, like you see, that's what they're trying to do. That's why, you know, they come up to the camp and the elders examine them and be like, hey, you're not fit for this. You're not going to last. You even got some people who come up to the tabernacle and they're like, yeah, we're with it. And they're like, we'll see what happens in the wintertime. We're going to find out if you're really with it. This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 19. It reads, O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. Right? The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. So they came to the prophets. They came pulling up because they were trying to get in. And they're like, damn, we found out that our fathers lied to us. Can we get in? And we're going to say no, because your father is not an Israelite. And if their father is an Israelite, then we're going to tell them that you need to repent. Okay? That's what's going to start happening, Jake. That's why we tell you, if you're going to come up to the camp, you better be ready for this, because there's going to be a lot of people coming up to us trying to enter in. How do you think they're going to enter into the tabernacle? It said, many shall seek to enter in. How's that? Do the men stand on the highways and byways? That's how you enter in. Come talking to us. And if you can't get to us, and the Lord puts the spirit on us to say that you're welcome with us, then you're done. You will not enter. Okay? Talking about the elders and apostles of the great millstone on down. Okay, it's a body. Different administrations. Right? So, going to perdition. And this beast, you know, America, Babylon the Great, runs this beast system. Okay? You know? But, you know, of course, you got Amalekites, the Israelites, so-called Israelites, that's over there in the land right now, the Jewish people with them. And they're going to go in perdition too, because they're Edomites. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not, And yet is. So there's a lot of people here who are beholding this society. They're looking at this society. They're living in it. They're going around and moving in it and understanding it and the works of it. But you have no idea that is this beast system that is spoken of 2,000 years ago in the book of Revelations. You have no idea. This place is going to be the one that issues the mark of the beast. Okay? That really pushes this. And there's people out here, they've been wondering whose name's not written in this book that has been spread across the four corners of the earth. And they're wondering. And they beheld the beast that was, just like I said, they will beheld the Israelites that would come up to the chariots, like we talked about yesterday. They've been beholding a lot of stuff. You're going to see everything in this thing come to pass. You're going to be beholding a lot of stuff. You're going to behold, your ass ain't one of them. And you're going to watch them leave. And we pray to be at that number, man, because we know what they're going to do. We know what the elect is getting ready to do, which is to be relinquished from sin forever by Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You know? Bear with me. Give me a second. You know, that's where the elect is headed. We're praying every day and doing it in our actions to the best of our abilities to make sure that we're with them. So we're going to look up 2 words, and we're probably going to go on a break. We're at 40 minutes. I still got 4 scriptures. I wanted to go into some words and really expound on these things, really like think about it and really expound on the magnificence of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi getting out of the plantation today. I was really digging deep into brothers' lessons and, digging deep into my own thoughts and things that are revolving around me and trying to better myself. That is what the men of the Lord do. We got to improve every day, Jake. We'll be done for if we don't.
Strong's G 1125. Grapho.
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 Grapho. So you say written in the Greek, grapho. Okay? It says to write with reference to the form of the letters to it says deliciate or form, but I want to look it up to make sure I'm saying it the right way. It's just crazy how one word in the Greek has so much understanding. Like just looking up words on specific scriptures, you really get a deeper understanding of what you're dealing with. This is how Esau Edom hid the true truth. He watered it down with
Delineate.
This is part of their Psalms 83. This English is part of their Psalms 83. Like you have to go in and like study the words and shit. Okay? And go in there and like look and see what it's really saying. This is what the elders and apostles are doing right here.
Delineate.
Delineate. That's what they're doing right now. This is what it means. Okay. Describe or portray something precisely. Indicate the exact position of a border or boundary. This Bible has to be written. It has to be explained to the T. 100% truth. That's what the elders and apostles did. That's what they
delineated.
They delineated the Bible. Okay, for us. That's why Yahawashi said the least of us will be as great as David, because he put all these different advancements for us to do it to you, to teach you this, like we was there with the apostles in the day that they started reading shit. Okay, we're literally telling you what they've craved to do their whole life, and we're doing it easily now, with ease. This is the Lord lifting up that that's what the Lord did. He said, "He my light, my burden, and my yoke is light." And the elders and apostles really didn't have a like yoke. And they took that yoke and they turned it into fucking eggs. They turned it into milk for us, to where it looks like we know what we've been doing our whole lives, and we've been here for like 1 year, 2 years. You have no idea how powerful this brotherhood is. It's a very scary thing once you really step into it and you realize the men you're talking to every day. So R2D2, what that word say?
Delineate.
Delineate. It says delineate or form letters on a tablet, parchment, paper, or other material. We know this coming from the Lord. What did he tell the prophets? There's so many letters that, and this is why I'm not going to put them all out there, because if the Lord wants you to look deeper into what we're saying, you will. You will. We don't have to tell you. You're going to be so intrigued and marvel. There's people who aren't even the ones that have a possibility to be chosen, and they're marveling. They're marveling at this. They've been making it and revising it and looking at it and changing it and fucking around with it. You don't think that you don't think that they're watching us? You don't think that they're watching us? We know they're watching us. And it's heavy, man. And that veil is being lifted, especially for us as Israelites, because we're seeing it before everybody else. So it's hitting us way harder than everybody else. Everybody else is like, what are you talking about? But real soon, you're going to find out this vision was not a lie. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. Wait. Yep. Nah. I was trying to make another point. I'm going to go back to make sure I make the point. No. That's not what I want. Hold on. I want to make a specific point about this. Okay, that's a good one too, but we're not going to do that one. I'm trying. I think it's in Ezekiel. I don't know why it's not pulling it up for me. See, like, you know how like we're able to do this is because of Qadash. One day he's gonna like take that and be like, "Nah, you can't get it." I knew it was in the Old Testament. That's what I was looking at. Okay, you know how it said, "Okay, we're gonna go back because I have to keep you on track and me." To hold on. Because I don't want to say it wrong. I've never said that word before, so it's kind of like a tongue twister for me. I think it's delineate, but I don't want to say it and that because that's how the other me are. We're movie buffs and we like to pronounce stuff right. You know, I know that it says that we have stammering lips and stuff, but you know, if I can. You know, if I can say it right, I'm gonna make sure I do while the Lord allows me to, because He said He's gonna make in Jeremiah the roof of our mouth cling to our tongue. So it's a blessing that we're even
Delineate.
to delineate shit. Okay, it's a blessing. Okay, to form these letters on a tablet. You have no idea. You're talking to the people I was an apostle, great millstone. You're talking to people who delineated this Bible. That's what this is. This isn't like a normal coincidence of something. Like the Lord told them to do this. So later on we read it and we know what life means. Is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 8. Now go write it before them in a table and note it in a book. Okay? That it may be for a time to come forever and ever. What's that time? Talking about us getting out of here and being immortal. Us getting on them chariots and watching everybody else get blown up. He said, go write this down because Jake, this is really going to happen, bro. This is really going to happen, bro. He said, go write this down. 2,000 years from now, you got to do it on tablet, parchment, paper, or other material. Figure it out. Put it on whatever you can put it on. Because this is real history. To write with reference of the contents of the writing, to express in written characters. Just like the men of the Lord, there's different administrations. So that's why you got certain prophets, they be writing different, but it be all going to the same future, to commit to writing things not to be forgotten. There's a lot of things in earth that are to be forgotten. You know that, right, Jake? There's a lot of things that were literally created to never be remembered forever. The Lord made things on the earth that were created to never be remembered forever. And one of those things is the sins of Israel. You will never remember anything that we've done here to fucking humiliate Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And we have been ashamed about it. We've lived it in shame. But you're going to find out that Israel really loved the Lord. And you will see the righteousness of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And we will behold his righteousness with you while we implicate in R2 delineate everything that you've heard in this doctrine. You're going to be so glad. Write down, record. Use of those things which stand written in the sacred books. This is in the New Testament, remember? We're looking up a word in the New Testament, that word written. It says in sacred books of the Old Testament. If the Old Testament didn't apply, why does it say it right here in the New Testament? In the word, written. Obviously, it still means something, because they wouldn't put it right here in the New Testament to bluntly out there for you to see that these sacred books of the Old Testament were to be established. Okay, over here in the New Testament. That's how you know that it has been established yet, because we're still under the curses. To write to one by writing in a written epistle. So you got people like, if you listen to, the brother GMS in Virgin Islands Straight Gate. Okay, he's over there in the Virgin Islands. He's the only one in the Virgin Islands who's like, I love you, Yahawashi. I haven't seen nobody else. It's just him over there, and he's doing it. Okay, God damn it, Lord set up these men. Okay, there's nobody else over there but him. He's like, Yahawashi. And maybe it's some friends of the prophets. Maybe it's some people that fuck with him. Cool, whatever. I don't know. I just know enough that he's doing the work. That's all I need to know. So if I see him come up one day like, hey, some shit went down. I need somewhere to go. Guess what we're doing? Guess what? It's going to be popping off. Going to be taken care of. We got it. That's how it is. There's a brotherly love around here. So epistle, that's what we always just say. I'm doing this epistle. There's a lot of other brothers who do it too, but it's like he's one of the brothers here, he says that, to give information, directions, that's what an epistle is. Okay. And he makes me want to go look it up now, because I actually haven't looked it up. And I want to go look it up in the blue letter, but we're not going to do that right now. We're just going to do it in the Google, because it's going to be different. Okay. Okay.
Epistle.
Epistle. And we can go into that. I was just thinking it was going to be more extract, but it is still extract. Okay. So an epistle, a letter, a poem, or literary work from the form of the letter, the series of letters. That's why you have like they was talking. The elders be saying, Shakespeare was a Jake, okay, because he was like poem. His poetry was so extravagant. They were like, "Fuck," and they record that shit. He was like, "This shit is fucking genius." Okay, they still got niggas, little young niggas that don't have no goddamn idea he a Jake. They think he a so-called white person, and they're doing his plays to this day in Esau Edom's theater. Okay, this is brilliance right here. Jake is brilliance, babe. Like you have no idea. Okay, and I'm saying that as an inside joke, because Jake, like we have like Sophia, and then we do have certain like, all Jakes, like you're gonna end up having that one, Sophia, because Sophia, what she does is she's the one who establishes women around you, and they start acting like, they know like you're really talking about something. It's not really you doing it, you know. If you're the elect, there's women who've been crafted literally to exist for you. You have to look. They've already been formed. A letter, a poem, or other literary work in the form of letters, series of letters, a book of the New Testament. See? So these epistles were written in the New Testament, but it just said right there, an epistle, okay? It said right above that, talk about the other Old Testament. So those were epistles too. They're coming into the New Testament right now because there's stuff that's written in the Old Testament that hasn't passed yet. And some of it is passing right now. And the New Testament at the same time. He said, "Watch, I remember I said this 2,000 years ago it's going to happen. So now I had somebody else write it a little bit later. And then when you get there, you can read them both and put them in the Apocrypha too to show Jake that it really happened. That's why he had us do that. To write to one. Who's the one? The elect, i.e., by writing in a written epistle to give information, directions to what? Not getting your ass blown up, not sinning, becoming immortal. To fill with writing, to draw up in writing, compose. Primary verb, and it says to grave. This has been instilled in the elect. You're going to see this truth, and you're going to be like engulfed in this and drowned in this if you're the elect. You're going to be like, this is I've been looking for this. I don't know how long, because this is my first time here. I don't know how long I've been looking for this, but I know right now it's the last time when hope elected Jacob's trouble, because the elders and the apostles came out last and they said that, and we're here and we know. Those are three things that should give you extraordinary faith, Jake. It's been very, very many, many years and many different bodies and the elements that have been on the earth but formed different ways. It's just the last time what we look like. It's just very extravagant. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. It's very extravagant. Once you really dig deep into his mercy and his wrath and his roots to build a foundation. The elders and apostles started that, Jake. You got these other camps. I know at the end of the day, they crawl in their bed and they think about it. They're like, Lord, please just make me do something else other than this. That's how they be. Please, Lord, I don't want to be. So no, motherfucker, you gonna do this shit. I need somebody to fuck up and do dumb shit. Ooh, Lord cold, man. The Lord is not nothing to play with, man. Yeah, y'all think y'all niggas is running shit. It cracks me up, man. It's hysterical. It's a blessing to get to watch the comedy. Okay. So I said we laugh in the face of danger, like you niggas really think this isn't finna get blown up. I start crying, damn laughing, okay? Cause your niggas is going off, okay? You're in trouble. You're in much trouble, okay? So it said, whose names are not written in the book from the foundation of the earth of the world, even when they behold the beast that was and is not yet is, right? So we're gonna go, okay? These are just words that I like looking up because it gives you like a whole nother damn lesson when you start looking up shit. It's amazing. So this word book, right? What does the word book mean in the Greek? Okay. This is fun. Why would you not like studying by Yahawashi outside? You gotta lose your goddamn mind. Come on, what is it?
Strong's G 975. Biblion.
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 Biblion. Like the Bible. Book, Bible. You know, it's almost like there's abbreviations for it, basic instructions before leaving everything. Okay, like we're leaving this place, or basic instructions before leaving what it was basic instructions before leaving yeah, everything, but there's another one that I will always say. It's another one, but I don't want to say it because I can't remember right now. But it's like something to do with like basic instructions before like leaving like yourself, in a way. It's like, if you're gonna leave everything here, that means even your own mind. Because this mind, Esau Edom's been like forming it to fit with this society, which, like you have to defeat that one. Okay, that's what we're in right now. Okay, I'm gonna read that word one more time.
Strong's G 975. Biblion.
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 Biblion, a small book, a scroll. We just read about that in the Old Testament. A scroll, a written document, a sheet on which something has been written. And this says a bill of divorcement, but it's not what it's talking about. It says bill, book, scroll, writing. Okay. So we're gonna go into this word of that word. Okay. We're gonna look it up and make sure I say it right. We got an R2D2. Bear with me.
Diminutive.
Diminutive, extremity. This is extremity, or usually small. The diminutive word was sussex. I would say unusually, but the small part just, got me thinking like that's not what we're talking about. It's like basically a more deeper sense of what we're talking about, but it's a small part of it. Maybe that's what it's saying. A written book, a roll, a scroll. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Right here. Inner bark of the papyrus plant. That's how you make paper and shit. A sheet, scroll of writing, book. So they was making this shit to write this shit back then to make sure Jake knew like this was something that was, this is how shit went down. And then we're going to go into some other stuff to show that like that in the Old Testament. But we're going to take a break. We're at an hour. We're gonna take a break, but we got 4 more where I'm like, there's words that I want to just kind of talk about and think about and just kind of study words, and because that's what the elders and apostles do. So, and a lot of times we don't really like go into a lot of words, but the Lord kind of put the spirit on me to just study certain words, because sometimes when I'm studying stuff like online, when I'm doing my video, like I'm learning when you're learning, whoever's out here watching with me, we're learning together, we're studying right now. Like that's how serious it is. Like we're doing a lesson and studying too with you. There's stuff that we're hoping that we learn teaching you. Because if you are the elect, you will never, ever stop learning about Yahawashi forever, at all times. So Shalom to elect Israel, hopefully elect Israel, Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, foreign Israelites, look like the other nations. Sky across 4 corners of the earth, want to give all praise to Barak, Yahawashi. Gotta give all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles. Great men don't let us all to this truth. When ordained by the Lord, teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, so forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath, also part of the elect to hope for elect. Lord, when we part of that number, Lord, when us be edifying those fear the name of the Lord, striving so forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. Judgment always comes to light, Zephaniah 3:5, not slack, 2 Peter 3:9, until ring, 2 chapter 5, verse 42. Shalom, now you sincere believers that they, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash, and Lord wants to edify to the flock. Kind of rambled a little bit. We like rambling about Yahawashi. We'll try to get more into the scriptures next time. I try to do it to the best of my abilities. So Lord wants to edify. Kwam Yasralawa, Ababa. Hey, Shalom. You know what I'm saying? Because Israel's finna feel some real persecution soon. And we're taking our breaths. Every breath. We're thinking about preparing about Jacob's trouble. Because you know why? Because the Lord turns them cheat codes on Jake. You shall walk, but not be weary. What did the video say? You shall walk and shall not faint. You shall fly as eagles, Jake. Be pulling off on niggas. Man, Lord willing, we them men. They're out here, Jake. And be careful who you're talking to. Shalom.